welcome to another edition of the SOHO Cinema Club, and we're in the heart of Hollywood in the beautiful SOHO Cinema, and I'm sat on some absolutely soft, beautiful cinema seats with my good friends
Jared Horsey Killer Carlson,
Sean Gizmo Sardi,
and I'm Miles Flanagan, owner, operator of the SOHO Cinema Club and founder of Hollywood Horror Fest, Boobs and Blood, and Los Angeles Animation Festival, and Boobs and Blood magazine, and Indie Film LA. But anyhow, we're here. We're talking about a film called
Devil's Story.
Now, we're going to ask ourselves, we're going to hear a bit more about this film, but basically we're going to ask ourselves, is this one of the world's worst films? So before we watch the film, I'll ask my good friend Jared to tell us a little bit about this movie. What's it about? How he found out about the film? Because neither I nor Sean know anything about it.
I just know the cover and that's it.
I saw a little video about it on the internet, and it looked good because it has gypsies, a mummy, a Nazi, a pirate ship.
Is this how you make all your choices?
Yeah, it's French.
It has to have one of those things.
So it has the French in it.
How long is it?
It has cliffs. It has
Are you just
76 minutes.
Wow, 76.
70? Oh, we'll be in and out.
We'll be in and out. This will be good.
Let's see. It has cliffs. It has a wife. It has a horsey. It has a man with a shotgun and a lady with a shotgun.
Is it a zombie film? When was it?
What is this?
Yeah,
1986.
86.
86.
And
okay.
the Nazi guy kind of looks like a zombie, and mummies are technically zombies.
So what's the story? What does it say? You can even read the back.
A young couple on vacation in the French countryside decide to stay the night at a spooky old castle after their car breaks down. Despite being warned about the local legend of a cursed ship which crashed into the nearby cliffs, the wife ventures out into the wild, only to find herself having to fend off a Nazi uniformed mutant, his gypsy mother, a rogue mummy, a horse possessed by the devil, and more.
I'm glad that the Nazi has a gypsy mother. That's very important to know.
Yeah, this sounds like one of those super low budget sort of homegrown horrors, you know, from the Midwest or the Deep South, or you know.
It's one of those very low budget films, but it has a weird heart to it that's kind of sweet in a weird way.
Well, I don't know. I haven't seen. I don't know. Is this subtitled or dubbed?
Let's see.
Motherfucker better be dubbed.
I think it's dubbed. English. Wait.
Angleterre?
It has the English dub.
Oh,
No, we're good.
okay.
But you might have to select it.
Yeah, okay.
Well,
All
we'll
right.
see. I think this film will be fun. Maybe
And
it'll be good.
what's it called, the title?
Devil's Story.
And who directed it?
Yo-Yo Mom. Bernard Lanoy.
Bernard.
Bernard Lanoy?
Bernard.
Any famous
Lanoy.
people in it? Obviously not.
Veronique Renaud.
Oh, wow.
Pascal Simon.
Oh, really?
Catherine Dane.
Oh, wow.
Saley.
Oh,
Marcel
kidding.
Portier.
Wow.
Christian Palmel.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Christian Palmer. Wow.
Yeah.
Palmel.
Mel, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't know any of them.
Any thoughts before?
I have no idea. I'm not expecting a lot. I think this is going to be the only film that we say, is this, you know, one of the world's worst films that I'm probably going to agree with. They're saying, yes, it is, but that's my bias. My bias is this is going to be terrible.
I think it'll be fun at the very least.
All right.
I'm expecting this. I'm expecting a twist ending where either the guy or girl, like
So they're a zombie.
like they get back together, and then it's the twist reveal. One of them is a zombie, or one of them gets killed in front of the other.
You've ruined it now.
Something like that. Well, I don't know. Anything can
What's the
happen.
frigging point? Watching it.
Let's give it a shot.
Okay. Roll the projector, Barry.
Va voir. Allez, la brosse, c'est bien.
Well, okay, we've just finished watching the Devil. Is it the Devil's Story or Devil's Story?
Just Devil's Story.
Just Devil's Story, also known as Once Upon a Time the devil or something.
Some bullshit.
A devil's dream, some bullshit.
Yeah, Once Upon a Time, devil story.
Anyhow, first time any of us have seen this, and it was came highly recommended by Jared.
Yes.
Um,
And it lived up to all of the hype.
Did it?
No.
No.
Fuck no. This movie sucks. This movie's fucking terrible. I hate this movie. I hated it. I hate this. This is awful. It's just bad. It has no fucking story. It has
All
no
right, give us the
characters.
story.
What story?
Come on.
Things happen.
Okay, well, that's it. Come on, tell us what happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so in the beginning, there's this
Just
Nazi...
relax.
Okay.
Breathe deep. Okay. And
Begin.
begin. Just tell us what happened.
So it starts with it starts with this Nazi killer who's just killing these 4 people. He first emerges out of a tent, and then we see this guy who has a tube sticking out of him, and all the blood squirts out. Then
And this Nazi thing, this creature, he's called the monster in this.
the monster, yeah,
And he has a beautiful full-on face mask.
it's a full face mask, and it looks terrible
Yeah, it's
far
terrible.
away.
It's not beautiful.
It
I'm
looks so
joking.
terrible far away, but when it's like close up, it looks better. But even then,
But even then, it's pretty
It's still
trashy,
shit.
isn't it? Yeah.
But like in the beginning, he's just massacring these people for no reason, and then the credits start.
First, he uses a knife, doesn't he? And
He
then
uses a knife, and then
he has a shotgun. Or
no
something?
no
And then the glove.
no.
Oh, the glove.
Before the glove.
Okay.
Before the glove, he's covered in blood on his hands, and then he has a glove on for some reason with no blood, and it's a biker glove with spikes, and he kills this one girl who's skipping all around carrying logs. Then it goes into a road, and this old man is like, "Oh, I gotta get gas for the car," and then he walks, and the guy's hiding, and he's like, and then the guy turns to him and says, "Excuse me, do you know where a gas station is?" And then he stabs him, and it's so bad, the stabbing, like, there's no blood on the knife when he's stabbing far away.
You're not scared. You weren't scared by anything.
No, I was never scared by
But there's
anything.
tension. He built up a lot of tension.
No, there wasn't
No,
tension.
I know. Okay.
Don't lie to me. Don't lie to the audience.
I'm not. It stinks.
And then he uses the shotgun on the wife in the car, and then the movie starts quote unquote proper, and that's where you take over because I need to get a drink.
So, the protagonist and her husband, I can't remember what's wrong with their car. Like a tire's flat, but then they keep
Something. Yeah, I
driving
think
on
it's
it anyway.
Yeah, the tire.
Yeah, flat tire.
Well, he says it is, but it's not.
Yeah, and they keep driving. But they go to this hotel that's like a large French chateau.
Massive, beautiful,
Yeah.
gothic.
Yeah,
And all that plays is that one Bach song,
well, it's public domain.
but it's by Bach.
Yeah, and so they meet the proprietors, which is this old lady and her husband who wears military fatigues, has a knife and a shotgun, and he is fighting for the sanctity of life and humanity against a horse.
Oh yeah, no. And here's the thing: he has infinite shotgun ammo.
Yes, never ending.
And he misses the horse every.
Well, I think he was hitting it, but it was a very powerful horse.
I don't think so.
He's shooting that horse. We see him shooting the horse in the daytime, missing. It's a black stallion. We just keep seeing it run around this field. We see him in the field.
Sometimes day for night.
Yeah. And then we'll go
And then night
cut
for
back to another part of the film. We're telling another part of the story. And then it's nighttime. And then we cut back to him, and he's still in the frickin' field, shooting away all over the place, in the sky, on the ground.
And he's missing the horse like entirely.
Totally.
Like the horse will go one direction, and he's aiming at the direction it came from.
I'm
Yeah.
not being facetious when I say this. That was not only my favorite part of the film, I think it's one of my favorite moments of cinema ever.
Bullshit.
Like, no, it's like
no, it's funny.
the rest of the film is just framing this. You just keep cutting back to him mindlessly shooting in a field, trying to hit a horse that's clearly not in the field at the same time that he is, and you don't know the relationship. And it's
Yeah.
a beautiful metaphor.
We never see them
for-
in the
There's
same...
no metaphor. There's no metaphor. There's no metaphor. There's nothing.
You never see him and the horse in the same shot.
Except the one time where
for like 2 times
he
there.
like
when it runs past him, we did.
and when he was pointing the
Wrong-
shotgun
yeah.
in the totally wrong direction.
I want to say to the audience, I'm sorry I'm being shrill, but this movie broke me a few times.
Sean is weak.
Okay, so this, and it makes no sense. Okay, no. Do you want to tell the story that the old guy says, and we have the flashback to the galleon?
Yeah, there's
the
a
ship.
flashback.
Not a galleon, it's
and
just a boat.
Yeah,
there's like a British merchant vessel, but there's like a bunch of supposedly
5 brothers.
5 brothers.
Actually, in reality, it's 4 brothers and 1 girl.
Well, it's 5 brothers, but one's a woman.
Yeah, and that's never explained.
And so they're supposedly Roma, or Gypsy as they are called in this film.
But they're British.
But they have British kind of... We're not sure about...
They could have stolen them. I mean,
Yeah.
it could have been from another ship.
But they light
I'll give
fires
them that.
on the beach to draw ships in to cause them to crash. And they light a fire on the beach, and this British ship comes in.
Stock footage,
Yeah.
British ship.
And it doesn't crash, but then it was coming from Cairo, so it had a mummy on board, and then it doesn't crash, but then they just say, oh, everybody's disappeared, the brothers, and
The ship got swept.
and the ship.
And they also, like, the coast...
The terrain changed.
Yeah.
And then later on, we see this absolutely amazing miniature, which must have cost them a fortune to
Fantastic.
That's
do.
where the budget
Fantastic.
went.
Yeah, where all the money went. And the ship comes out from the cliff.
I will
itself.
admit,
It's terrible miniature. It looks like it was probably like 8 inches by 8 inches.
I'm going to say this, though. I think that was probably like one of the best effects in the movie.
It was funny, though, wasn't it?
It's hilarious.
Because
the whole time it's so slow. And then when you realize it's the ship coming out,
You don't even know it's a ship.
It looks like a stick.
It looks
It
like
looks like a stick at first,
It's
yeah.
a toy, really bad toy. Well, the galleon, not the galleon. The ship itself doesn't look too bad, sailing ship, but it's a miniature and it's obviously been pushed by hand in real time. It's not even slow mo
Through sand or
through
something.
sand that's meant to be a cliff,
Yeah.
and it's just hilarious. I almost thought I saw finger behind it, but I'm not sure if I did.
the worst effect in this film entirely. There's a sequence where the Nazi the horse encounters the Nazi guy, the monster.
Oh, that sequence.
And for some fucking reason, he's trying to grab at it.
I don't know what he's doing. He's just putting
doing
his face
something.
really close to the horse's legs.
Like the
It's
actor
kicking.
could have actually been hit by the horse, probably.
Yeah.
He probably was. I wouldn't be surprised. And at first, it's like this blood is gushing out of him, and it lasts like 30 minutes.
Yeah,
almost.
it feels like it, yeah.
And then later on, he gets kicked through. Eventually, he gets.
He doesn't get kicked through. He just launches himself
Oh,
through
yeah,
it
he
by
does.
falling
He does.
backwards.
He does.
Through a
Yeah,
brick
yeah.
wall.
Yeah.
And then his head gets exposed.
We're watching the Vinegar Syndrome Blu-ray. Actually, unbelievable. I also find it interesting because all these 4K restorations are of the most insane films you've never heard of before.
It's funny that like so many important films aren't on like 4K, and yet this is on.
I would say this is an important.
No, it's not.
No, 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 no!
Yes, it is.
No, it's
No, it's not. It's not.
It's an important film because it makes me happy.
Yeah. I mean, it's just on the back of the box. It does say.
I'm gonna feed you gluten next
okay. Barely seen outside of its native country. I wonder why. More deserving of its growing cult following. Is it?
No.
Yes.
Sorry.
Be prepared to forget everything you thought you knew about weird world cinema. Well, it's on par with a lot of stuff I've seen before.
I just want to say,
But usually I've seen it and it's been made on Super 8 or VHS.
I was about to say,
Not 35mm.
this is one of those films that you would find like on VHS, like Wood Chipper Massacre, or
Yes.
or the bloody video that made me puke on my Aunt Gertrude. Like just something that's so low budget.
Yeah.
And like at least with those films, I kind of have more respect because it's like kids trying to make a film. They try to make it work. This is a grown man in his 50s making a random story with no sense, no plot, no real character depth.
Yeah.
It's nothing. It's a nothing film.
When I was watching it, I don't feel as angry towards it as you do. Because, okay, let's compare. Okay, so is this, and I'm jumping a bit, is this one of the world's worst films? Yeah, it is.
I think
it's an
so,
inept film. It is. But it's more entertaining than slapstick of another kind.
Oh, yes.
We were watching this and laughing and having a good time. Even you were squirming. You got a reaction.
I did get reactions. Yeah. I will admit.
Slapstick, unbelievably, slapstick. And if you haven't heard us talk about slapstick of another kind, please check out that review. Because, that's got Jerry Lewis, Madeline Kahn, Marty Feldman, and it's based on a book by Kurt Vonnegut. And it leaves you comatose. We just stopped watching it, didn't we?
We were looking at our phones.
And we're looking at our phones. We were just bored, senseless. And this one, we were laughing at. It's just inept direction. It's bad story. This is so bad. It's good to a point. It's not great, but it is entertaining. It is a bad film.
I think it's so bad it's entertaining. I would never
watch it again.
No.
I would.
No. Would you?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, I couldn't.
The only part I think I could watch is the old man with the shotgun fighting the horse.
Yes.
That was funny. But would I watch it on my own? No, I wouldn't.
Hell no.
No. It has no. I couldn't. I'll watch it with you guys. So, well, Jared, go on. You love this film.
Yes.
So
You adore this.
This is. I could feel as Sean's energy was leaching from his body. It was going across the floor in like this thin mist into my toes and up into me. I was invigorated. This was just a great trip for me, a great experience overall. I didn't have to use my brain at all. There was nothing going on up there. It was just horsey, shotgun, kitty.
You did have to use your brain a bit because you were thinking, why are they fucking doing this? Why? It's just why.
You did ask why a few times.
Listen, it gave me all the answers I needed.
Get on with it. Yes, get on with it.
Well, it's just described as a fever dream. Is that what? Would you?
Yeah.
No.
Kind of is.
I describe this as like one of those dreams where you're really sick and you're in bed. You're just covered in sweat.
That's literally
No.
Let me finish. Where you have a high temperature.
Let me finish.
Okay.
And you go to grab a glass of water, but you accidentally grab the tabs of acid that you have next to your bed and just eat them. And you try to see what happens.
I've had a fever dream like that.
You care to explain to the audience?
Well, so,
that's what I thought,
Jared, would you recommend this?
Yes.
No. Sorry.
No, Jared.
Sorry.
Yes, I would. I would absolutely recommend this. Unless, like, if you want to watch a good movie, probably not. But if you want to watch a great movie, that, yes. And if you want to show, you should show this to your friends and, like, just watch them suffer. It's great. Like, they'll get really angry or they'll laugh. And either way, I'm having a good time, you know? So, like, Sean's crying right now. You can't really
Sean
tell.
was having, Sean actually had to sit down away from, he had to go to, we have a couch in the theater.
I had to lie down.
And he had to lie down on the couch.
I had to lie down staring at it because I wanted to watch this still just to be like, okay.
See, he wanted to watch it still.
No. Not for any entertainment purposes or that it's good or anything. Just because, like, we're doing a show here and I want to be professional.
Yeah.
To a degree, even though I'm screeching.
All right, and what happened at the end?
Nothing.
Well, she got sucked into the ground, and it wasn't a dream.
Get on with it!
They made sure that you knew it wasn't a dream because, you know, one clue isn't enough. You gotta have reinforce it with, you know, her
multiple
clothes being there, the shotgun shells,
the cat,
and the cat.
Okay, the cat. What was the cat doing?
Lightning.
It was being cute.
It did lightning.
It was a little.
There was like random lightning, wasn't it?
Those effects were terrible. That was the worst. The lightning effect, because it was literally
But she goes back to the cliffside to check it out. She finds like all this debris, and then she trips because I mean, she just trips a lot. That happens a lot. She trips into a grave.
Don't you think at the end when she fell into the ground, it was pretty well done?
Yeah. The grass folds over her.
Oh yeah,
and
that's
sucks
actually
her in.
probably the best effect.
Yeah.
The grass going on top of her. That was probably.
It was a little bit too clean. I would have had more of a jaggy top opening and closing, something more organic. It was very
very artificial turf.
Yeah.
But and then we cut back to the chateau, and another couple pull up, and they just got a room, even though they're about to drive away. And then it cuts back to night, and then the Nazi and his mom are like walking by.
You forgot the old man comes back.
Oh, the old man's back there. Is like,
because he died. In case we didn't mention it.
Oh yeah,
the
mummy.
Ruin it.
The mummy kills him. I hope we mentioned the mummy because the mummy.
We
kills him.
haven't.
The mummy appears because the mummy. Tell them about the mummy. The sarcophagus.
The mummy was on the ship.
So the sarcophagus, first of all, it doesn't have a back. It's just the front of the sarcophagus.
No, it's the back of a crate.
Oh, that was it. Yeah, but a crate came out of the
ship, out of the toy ship, and then that.
Revealed the front of the sarcophagus.
Yeah, fell apart. There was the front of the sarcophagus, and then it started to swing open, but I don't know what it was swinging on because there was no body to the sarcophagus. It was just the front, and then the mummy was standing behind it, just waiting, I guess, to push that out of the way.
It reminded me of, for some reason, of the Aztec mummy versus the giant robot. I don't know why.
But then the mummy, its reason to be there was to find its bride.
Its bride, which the Nazi and its mom buried.
Because it's his daughter?
Something?
Her daughter. It's her daughter.
But she's has a really bad ancient Egyptian hairdo.
And for some reason, that girl is our main character who is completely unrelated.
Same actress. And he goes and gets the bride, and then they get blown up after he kills the man. And then there's gunpowder, and there's a thing labeled powder, and then the girl gets the man's shotgun, and then one shell from his infinite shells, and shoots the powder, and it blows up, and then she wakes up in bed, and it was a dream, but it wasn't a dream, because when she goes into the bathroom, Sean, I'm losing you. I can see you drifting off. I need you to stay with me. So she goes in the bathroom, Sean, and her little ducky rain gear is in there from the night before. And it's like, oh, it wasn't a dream. And then she goes for a walk and talks to the owner. And she's like, where's my husband? And she was like, oh, he went to get the tire fixed. And it's like, oh, like yesterday.
Oh, by the way, the husband's in this for nothing. He is barely in this.
All right, can I... I've just gone to IMDb.
Sure,
go for it. And the synopsis here is... A deformed man living with his mother in the countryside roams the woods, killing indiscriminately. A couple spend the night nearby, and the wife goes through a nightmarish experience involving a black horse, a mummy, and the deformed man. And that's that's it. And this had a minimal VHS release.
In West Germany.
In West Germany, 1988. The director, Bernard Lanois, I'm looking now, just, feel free to do this also while you're listening to this. He's directed quite a lot of stuff.
And you can see the skill.
Sure. Yeah.
His last film, well, he said he's known for...
This is his last film.
Okay, no, he was an actor in some films, it says here, but as a director...
This is his last film.
Oh, this was his last film,
so good at directing actors, because he's an actor himself. See, Sean?
He's mostly directed, produced, and written his own stuff.
He's done, 7 other films since the 70s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're all, a lot of them are his.
Well, I have to say, this is the first film that we've watched that hasn't come from Miles's collection, and I think this was
we should never,
a smashing success.
Ever,
we are never
do that again.
You are not bringing anything from Vinegar Syndrome. It has to go through one of us.
It doesn't have to go through.
I
have plenty of stuff.
I think this is the first. No, Slapstick was one of the worst films ever made.
Yeah,
but Slapstick's a different kind. It's one of the worst films ever made. And you never want to watch it. Or if you do, no, we said the only way you can watch Slapstick of another kind is as visual background.
Yeah.
That's what I said for this film.
This one, I think you can watch. No, this one you should watch with a group of people if you have to. It can only be watched with a group of people,
Once.
unless you're Jared.
Jared's gonna watch
I'm going to watch
again.
this again.
And maybe he'll actually have a worse time because I'm not there to be visually drained.
No,
Yeah,
this
it's-
just, oh my God, it's beautiful.
No, it's
Beautiful. I don't. Yeah. Okay. Well, any last thoughts before we?
not. I have a few.
Yeah, well,
Go on then.
I just want to say the director was 56 when he made this, and I just find that fascinating and kind of commendable in a way.
I'll say this: he made a film. As shit as this was, as terrible as I think it is, I can't take away that he made a film, and that's it.
and he still has that youthful touch of like a
no,
film
he
student.
doesn't. No.
He's still learning, still exploring his creative outlet. You know, this is like, even though he's made several films before this, he still has that like
He
fresh
wasted
face.
film. He wasted
35 millimeter film on
Yeah,
this.
he wasted because
Yeah,
some of the
yeah.
shots look pretty good. I mean, the photography. I wouldn't say the shots look good. No, some of them actually did.
Yeah.
the
No,
ones,
the
ones around
castle
the
shots.
chateau. Yeah, the
chateau.
the chateau.
Yeah.
They were really nice. The exteriors, everything else was shit.
Oh god, that slow mo scene where she's running and
That was good.
and she falls for no fucking reason.
That was good.
No, it wasn't, Jared.
I won't be able to sleep tonight. I'm just.
By the way,
I just
by the way.
visualize that old guy at night time still trying to shoot that horse.
By the way, there were 2 cameras on this set.
Oh, wait, no, when they burnt the hideous monster.
When they
Yeah.
burned him, and there was another moment. I can't remember. Was it? Oh, when the old guy gets his guts stepped on.
Oh, okay.
That was also the 2 camera method.
Yeah, wow, too. Well, I can tell Sean's exhausted.
Professional
It's
film.
drained him of all his cinematic
And
juices.
I'm just pumped. I'm just jazzed. Let's make a film, guys.
Okay.
This is inspiring.
Sure. Fuck it. Fuck it.
All right, on that note, we'll say, I will say, yeah, watch it. It is one of the worst films ever made. And it is so bad, it's sort of entertaining if you're with a group of people and having a few drinks. Jared?
I love it. A plus.
Don't watch it. Don't. It's just a waste of time.
You see,
It's a waste of energy.
something
I'm tired.
commendable about it is it's bringing out the full spectrum of the human experience. Yeah,
I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill
And on that note, I think I'll say goodbye from me, Miles Flanagan.
good night and good luck and happy horse hunting. From Jared Carlson.
And that sighs from Sean.
Yeah. Good night.